101. We live right outside El Guapo, Yaletown, Vancouver, BC, with the one and only Massiah, man. How you feel about the event? How you feel about how the night treated you?
I was blessed, man. I haven't been on stage in a long time. It was a beautiful experience. Shout out to my dog Brevner. Shout out to Boots and Beers. We raised some money. We did some good things for the community. We had a lot of dope artists tonight, man. Cal Capone was on the ones and twos. My little brother IR Evan was on the ones and twos, and the machine and the drum pad and all that. It was a hip hop night, yo. This show with a lot of people with just a little bit of effort. Not little, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna downplay each person's effort. If we get a lot of people together, it's not a heavy burden on each person to make a big thing happen, make an impact. So we over here at the El Guapo. We gotta shout out them because it's a fucking amazing venue, beautiful place. They were hospitable, and it was a beautiful event, man. Y'all shout out. You can hit me up on social media, all that. My side prophet.
Lastly, what you got going for 2020? This year's been a big decade. I mean, this decade's been a big decade for you. What you got for 2020 coming on, man, for the fans?
For 2020, man, you just gonna have to wait and see, man. I'm gonna try and put as much music out as possible. That's my challenge to myself. It's just to release as much shit as possible. I don't give a fuck about the numbers, the dynamics, any of that shit. I'm just gonna drop a lot of music, so that's what I should do.
We live right here outside El Guapo, Yaletown, Vancouver, BC, Boots and Beers. The host for the night, Matt Brevner, man. How you feel about the night? How you feel about the performances and whatnot?
I saw some of like my favorite artists play some of the best sets they've ever played in their life, and it was like for a room of, it was like a weird juxtaposition because we're in Yaletown, and some people didn't even really like know what they were witnessing, which is incredible because I'm sure in like 6 months to like a year, people are like, yo, I remember when I saw blah 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 at, you know, and it's kind of a special thing, man, because the amount of accolades and superficial awards and streams and etc. that were through the house tonight could line up a whole wall. And people are just doing it, you know, out of like wanting to give back to their city and their community. And
So yeah, where did the idea come from for the hosting an event like this, anyways?
So I attend a church in Vancouver called Church Untitled, and one of the seniors in the church, her name's Ebony Lush. She's doing a boot drive, and she's like, the church is taking donations for gum boots for the next 3 weeks, and we're going to give them out in the downtown east side on December 21st to those in need. And I just thought, you know what, like, I have enough of a social reach. I bet I could just put a little thing on my Instagram and we would get people to donate. And so I put a little thing on my Instagram, and my friend Jay Zayadi, who is a part owner of El Guapo, he was like, yo, we're doing a sock drive, why don't we collaborate and throw a little event? So I'm like, okay, that'll be cool, we'll throw a little event. And he's like, yo, you should like play a song or play or something. And I was like, okay, that'd be dope, but it'd be more dope if I just like got some of my favorite people to play. So then I made a list of just some of my favorite acts in Vancouver, and just hit people up personally, and literally everyone that I asked said yes.
Last question before the closing one right here. So any aspiring artists who are looking to, you know, maybe work with you in the future or perform at a Matt Brevner sort of show and whatnot, what advice would you give them?
If you're humble, you know, and it's not about me, like, I'm not gonna make the question about me. Let's just say, like, what do you want to do if you want to like have a longevity in this career, in this industry? Everyone that came through tonight that's working and making money as like musicians, they're here because they're humble. You know, they're not arrogant. They're not like, oh, I deserve this or I deserve that. Like, I mean, the amount of donations we got tonight, it's like, it pales in comparison to what the rider would have been for like a quarter of the acts that came. But that's a testament to like their character and their demeanor and their attitude. So if you want to have a long career as an artist, as a working artist, like, you have to be, you know, you have to be firm in your convictions, and you have to be passionate and all of these things, but you also have to be like humble, and you have to like, you know, just show humility, because ultimately, like, in this industry, it's sales, right? And you're selling yourself, and if you're an asshole, people won't want to work with you, people won't want to, you know, so.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah. We're live right now outside of El Guapo, Vancouver, Yaletown, with the lady, Vanessa Tam. How are you doing right now? How do you feel about the event? What's your recap?
Well, it came kind of at the end. I had some work to do, but man, it was so great to see like people that I haven't seen in literally years, and it was awesome just to see everyone turn out for charity and for Brev and for Vancouver. It was awesome.
Nice, nice. Okay, so tell us a little bit about how you got involved with helping support and put together this event and whatnot.
So I live in the same creative house that Brev does. We work on a lot of stuff together when it comes like to his career and his music. So he had this idea that he wanted to do a charity event when to like get clothing and dumb boots together and donations and money for like the downtown east side, but also for his church that he goes to in Vancouver. And yeah, I just always have done like PR and marketing and help like coordinate and produce stuff for the team and for Brev. So it just seemed kind of like a no-brainer to like donate my time and work together to do something good for the city.
Okay, and we've known you very, very well for working with photography and media and whatnot and press. For any aspiring local Vancouver artists looking to get, featured in articles, what advice would you give them for the 2020 decade?
The best advice I would get is to brand yourself consistently. Whether it comes to like your press shots, your logo, your sound, just like lock your production in your music and your sound, and then identify what you want to reach in terms of like your audience and like who is listening to your work or wants to view your work, and then brand yourself in a way to reach them, and then just like put yourself in the right place at the right time to reach your target market.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a good night.
Yeah, good night.
Close it off right here. What can the fans expect, and any updates for 2020? 2010 was a giant decade for you and whatnot.
I guess it was. 2020, I'm releasing part 2 of the Ikigai series, which is coming out as a album and also a feature film. Probably end of first quarter 2020, and I'm currently back in the studio working on a new project. So yeah, I'm just feeling hungry and I'm feeling like the best version of myself. So there's gonna be lots of content coming.
All right, thank you very much, man. We're signing off right here.
Check the teeth. Check the teeth. Oh.